we'll do a little Emblem preview because people have been asking about some builds. I've got a lot of fun builds loaded up. You cannot crit with Icicle Spear, that's correct. This is my 5 red Emblem build. I like it a lot because you get 5 reds, which gets you the Glacion breakpoint, 6 whites, and you still get 9 special attack, 120 base HP. The scythe there for the crit rate actually ends up working out because Glacion can use the crit rate for Ice Shard, because Ice Shard can crit, so this is nice. And then the red emblems are actually designed almost with special attackers in mind if you look at them. Plus HP, minus attack, special attack. And then we have Moltres, which is special attack, and it's a white pair. And then because we have all these new white emblems that give special attack as well, or lower attack for other things, like the build actually looks really, really clean. And also, just for fun, I get, you know, I'm not missing out on all the green emblems. I get 2 as well. The -4 Spadef is a little sad, I guess, but I mean, other than that, it's like a pretty clean build. Yeah, this is the triple bird build. Also triple birds. That's what I was playing on Glacion. As a reminder, what this build allows you to do when you have 5 reds, at level 6, your Ice Shard, instead of you getting 3 autos off, which would only give you, you know, the 6 crystals, you can get 4 autos off, which gives you 8 crystals. So it's a huge level 6 power spike, and red emblems work really nicely anyway. Moltres is pretty important for this build. You can't swap any of the double colors out here pretty much. They're all really important outside of Articuno. But Articuno is just really good stats. How this be for Eld? Eld, I think gets better stats with 7 reds. So to go 7 red, you would probably just swap these 2 out right here. Or you could just swap out any of the 2 white emblems, to be honest. For another 2 red emblems. And then what else? This is a build I made today. This build's really nice too. This build's 370 flat HP. Mostly because I have like insane golds and silvers for this. 6 white. You still get the 4 brown, 2 blue. And your defenses are a little bit negative, but this is nice for Pokemon that either have like built-in flat defenses, or scale off percent HP. Because you don't mind taking the defense hit. Like theoretically, I could be not negative in defense. It would just require me to change around my emblems. But I promise you the extra HP I've gotten in sacrifice for the defenses is just better HP on anything you play. So yeah, this is like my go-to Greedent build. I played it on Garchomp and I really liked it there too. I think another character I might enjoy it on is Buzzwole. The special attack emblem I have, the setup's pretty basic. Nothing I would change here. Oh, one thing that's different than what most people play is on this build I play a Zubat. Most people play Tentacruel, I think, in this spot. But I like having the option to have extra move speed because it synergizes really well. Also have a second Gengar in because I'm missing a Starmie. Once I get Starmie, I'd rather play Starmie here. But it doesn't really matter. Like the spot is just being used for move speed. I could use it for HP, but I like move speed more. And then what else do I have? Generic attack. No, I would just take that second Gengar out for a Starmie. This is my generic attack build. 6 brown, 4 white, 2 of each. Like this build is like very cookie cutter. There's like literally no downside to it other than the 4 defense. But the 4 defense is only because of this. And you run this so you get the second purple and it gives attack anyway, so otherwise this is like as close to like a perfect kind of build you can get. You're just using like all the OP mechanics. You have the Nidopair, the Golden Gyarados you get for free. all the white and browns that are minus special attack, plus attack, or plus HP. Special attack tank. I don't use this build as much, but it's definitely like a decent build to use for like say like Sylveon or Tank Slowbro. If you wanted to be a super tanky mime, this would be good. Just 6 green, 6 white. It works because of Scizor pretty much. Negative crit. I mean, it's negative crit on stuff I don't play crit on. The only crit Pokemon that would matter is Glacion, right? Then I have my Glacion build here. No, I use Scizor here a lot, though. Scizor gets big value here in this emblem set. Move speed, gain from Float Zone, mechanically different. Float Zone has in-combat movement speed on it as well, which is treated the same. And then we have this build. This build, a lot of people are hyping up for the... It's just like full send special attack. I don't like it. I played it. I think if I played Mew, I still wouldn't want this build because I want CDR. Like the only Pokemon I think I'd want to play this on is like maybe Gengar. I don't really play Gengar. The point of this build is to say you have flat special attack. And this is a 3 red build I played in on Dura, which we have a video on. This is a solid build too if you want to play Dura. Dura is like one of the only ADCs that gets 3 red bonuses. Build for Scizor. So on Scizor, I'd play this build. Right, just 6 brown, 4 white. You could play this. Or you could play the tank build. There's nothing really else you'd want to play on Scizor, in my opinion. Maybe if you're gonna... Here's one thing you guys need to know. Don't worry about why it works this way. But if you're gonna go minus defense on a Pokemon that has percent-based defense in their kit, you should just play Focus. You should play Focus Band to make sure you're not negative on your defense. Because unless they change this, like for example on Tyranitar, if your emblems give you minus defense, and then T-Tar Sandstream gives percent defense, T-Tar, the minus defense from your emblems will get multiplied by T-Tar's passive, resulting in you losing more defense because of your negative defense. But if you have a Focus Band on, it'll cancel that out. So just, and I think Scizor has percentage-based defense too on their attack, so just something to note. If you are playing Scizor or T-Tar and your defenses go negative, you're gonna get more like penalty for them. You can make, you know, concessions to have negative defense on them. That's fine, right? There's like Nidoking, like any brown build that has Nidoking in it is gonna be negative defense, or any brown build that's any white build that uses a lot of HP. But I'm just saying you can mitigate that with Focus. Just like a small little thing. It's not gonna end up actually mattering that much, right? Like on Scizor, instead of this being -4, it would be -5 when you boosted auto. So you lose 1 defense. It's ultimately not that big of a deal, but if you're like it's more like a fun fact if you really care to know. Best Zera emblems? Again, I can't think of any specialties that you would want for Zera. So I would just resort to running 6-4 on Zera. Most physical attack-based Pokemon, if not all, are going to use this build. And the only variations I would make for this are, if you want, you can swap out any of the HP emblems like Pidgeot or Primeape for more attack emblems. So in that case, like on the brown side, it would be like a Machop, right? And you lose a little bit more defense. And on the white side, there's something. Hold on. Oh yeah, you can run this guy, Spearow. If you just want to go turbo attack, you can drop some of the HP. But I think having like, this is just like a very clean build. And I would just run this on any Pokemon that uses attack. Lane Scyther? Yeah, I would just run this on Lane Scyther. All the attack speedsters, all the all-rounders, this build is like, you're not going to want to deviate from this. But yeah, the trade-offs you can make, you can swap out the HP emblems for the greedy attack ones. But I don't like you get squishier in two ways. You have the opportunity cost of losing the HP, and you also have the negative defenses. But like this gives you like a pretty balanced build. Like you still have 4 white, you still get 130 base HP. You're not losing defenses. You still have 2 of each here. You want to go bulkier on the all-rounders, which, you know, is also fine. Then you just go the 6-4. You just flip the script. This build is so tanky. But this build is like deceptively tanky because you're losing like, you know, you have 4%, but it's actually like 3%. Like it's actually like 2.5%. Maybe like 3% because of the defenses you're tanking.